set for Sunday afternoon baseball from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Indians. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Josh Tomlin is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Cleveland. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matty. Josh Tomlin, not an overpowering guy, 3-pitch mix. Fastball, curveball, straight changeup. He's 89 to 93 miles an hour. More of a control type pitcher. He needs the curve and he needs the changeup to set up that fastball.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He will lead this one off today.
Left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this should be an interesting watch today because this team's playing well, all facets of the game. But they're facing an ace on the other side today, and they're going to have to jump on him early if they're going to have any chance.
Our temperature a very comfortable 72 degrees as we get things started. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Ramirez is there. He's got it 1 away. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, a lot of this offense runs through the Moose, Mike Moustakas. He had 20 ribbies last month. That's RBIs. That's ribeye steaks. However you want to put it, he drove in 20 men. When you're doing that over the course of a month, that's some pretty consistent hitting.
Stepping in, Eddie Rosario. Man, he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. First offering on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. 1 out, nobody on. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Into the box, Byron Buxton. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Rosario, the runner at second with 1 away. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Here's Miguel Sano, and he'll take a look at ball one, and they're runners at the corners now. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Now a throw over to first. Just keeping him close. The 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2. Hit out towards second. And there's a base hit as the runner will score from third, and the Twins are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, this team's been in a pretty bad funk, D-Row. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game, so to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said, D-Row, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
Here's Chris Davis now. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Two men are on with 2 men out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H, he was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very
sliding stop by Kipnis. Hats off to that one. Twins forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Twins 1 and the Indians nothing. Chris Archer is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
So digging in now, Francisco Lindor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, they have to avoid the sweep right here, especially a 4-game sweep. That can be devastating to the psyche of a team. It's okay. It happens. Throughout the course of a season, you're going to drop 3 in a row. But to get pounded 4 games by the same team can happen.
2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Right side, but it's well foul. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2. The next 3-2. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Another full count pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here as they're trying to get that run right back here in the first.
Well, there's only a 1-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Here's Michael Brantley. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Moustakas has a play, 1 away. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, one man to look out for is Yonder Alonso. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
Digging in, Jose Ramirez. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. One strike now from Archer. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Edwin.
Standing in, Edwin Encarnacion, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's a ball.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Count, the pitch, a line shot to third base.
Batting fifth, right fielder
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. First pitch on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. For the current campaign, Chisenhall hits a little over the 270 mark. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And there's ball 1. Ready with the 1-1 to 1-2 now. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
To escape unscathed here in the first. Changeup stayed low that time for ball 3.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Buxton on the move. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Twins 1 and the Indians nothing. Here's Brian Dozier now, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Brian Dozier.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Ramos on at first, nobody out. One and one. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Nobody out, runner on first. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And manning second base, none other than Jason Kipnis. This guy likes to get dirty. He's also known as one of the best hitting second basemen in the game. Really solid on the defensive side as well.
Striding in once again, Charlie Blackmon. He popped out in his first trip. He's set. Here it comes. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Runners on first with one down. Sent on the ground out to second. One there. On to Alonso. It's a double play and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Progressive Field in just a moment. Here's Yonder Alonso. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Two and one to the Indians' first baseman. The 2-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Buxton moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And guys, this is not a team that's going to shoot itself in the foot. They're not going to have careless mistakes out there. They have the fewest errors in the American League, and look for them to flash the leather today in this one.
So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. In there, and it's even at one. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And past Moustakas down the line. It's a fair ball.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking two until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Runner at first here, one man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 9 homers and 34 driven in. Archer comes set. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Hit down the third baseline. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Twins 2 and the Indians nothing. Coming to the plate now, Eddie Rosario. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he misses it. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Here's Byron Buxton now. From the stretch. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Rosario aboard here at first with nobody out. Three balls and two strikes to the Twins center fielder.
After two breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
On the ground to short. This could be two. Scooped up on the backhand. To second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
First baseman number 23, Miguel.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Miguel Sano. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Now the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Zimmer is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So a runner at first with two away, and standing in the left-handed hitting third baseman Mike Moustakas. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Two out with the man at first. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in. There goes Buxton. Strike taken, the throw. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Twins wind up stranding one. They're up 2-0. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning.
Lindor.
Here it comes. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning.
Left fielder number 23, Michael.
Standing in, Michael Brantley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. One out, nobody on. Line to the right side. Rosario back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. He reached on a single in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 2 out, nobody on. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, down 0-2. He better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Into the corner and slicing foul. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He pulls this one into right. Rosario is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Now for Minnesota, designated hitter, Chris Davis.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. Pitch on the way. High in the air down the right field line. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The count to Chris Davis.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Just hung in there on that one. Ready with another 2-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Time now for the Indians' Road to the Show report as we get a look at two guys making some noise in the upper minors. Here's Brian Dozier now. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. On a great pitch there, caught him reaching. It's 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. High in the air out to center field. Zimmer is there, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher Wilson Ramos looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Just a tick behind for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Now at the plate, Edwin Encarnacion comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
In there for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And it's 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you got to be ready for the heater.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Sano waits on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 8, Lonnie.
Now at the plate, Lonnie Chisenhall flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Good idea with the change, but it's 2-1. The 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Polanco scoops it up. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, first baseman, Yonder Alonso.
In now for Cleveland, Yonder Alonso. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Archer gets the sign. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail it here 2-0. At the plate, Jorge Polanco. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted the other way to left center.
On the run is Zimmer.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it more skill and finesse.
Here now the 2-2. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 20, Eddie.
Ready once again, Eddie Rosario. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. Two out, nobody on. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Hard hit ball to second. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 2 and the Indians nothing. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
One strike now from Archer. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jason Kipnis is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the fifth. Stepping in now, Francisco Mejia, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Bases are empty, one man out. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are two away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his sixth strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. Two away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is poured in at the letters. 2-1 now.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Archer steps into his windup. Here's the 2-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, this guy is one strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here's Byron Buxton now. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Number 25, Byron Buxton.
First pitch on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel Sano.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed up a little high. One out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Now here it comes. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking you deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Digging in, Mike Moustakas. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch on its way. Cut fastball there as he manages to just foul this one away. He's running again. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Sano stands at first with 1 out. Too high. 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another 2-2 offering. This is pulled into right. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there.
Well, you can't fault the fielder for being aggressive. He sold out to try to catch this thing, but he comes up empty, and the ball just squirts by him. High risk, high reward move that just didn't pay off.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And that's going to do it here for Josh Tomlin. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Corey Kluber is given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with. Standing in now, Chris Davis. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ball and a strike.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
The 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
And remember here, there's an open base at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen right here.
And he misses, ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Now batting, Brian Dozier. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. From the stretch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Missed with a breaking ball. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Ramos. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He's just 2 for 9. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's fouled. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box, Jorge Polanco. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, This is going to be a tough day.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
You know, T-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. The 1-1 home is taken for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Davis on third. Dozier at second. Polanco on at first with 2 down. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is a sinker that misses for a ball.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Byron Buxton would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.